before the billions. Before the headlines, the rockets, and the self-driving cars. Before becoming the most powerful name in global technology, there was silence, a cold silence, that echoed inside the room of a skinny boy, somewhere in a forgotten corner of South Africa. He had no friends. He wasn't popular. He had no protection. But he had, a book. And a question the world still couldn't answer. Why do I feel like I was born for something much bigger? While the other kids played outside, he was diving into stories about parallel universes, time machines, and civilizations living on Mars. While most dreamed of becoming soccer players, doctors, or engineers, he dreamed of saving humanity from extinction. Ridiculous, right? To the world, yes, but to him, no. Because the truth is, some of us carry a calling too big for this world, a seed no one can see, a future that looks like madness till it happens. They laughed at him. They beat him. They tried to silence his vision with harsh words and closed doors. But there was one thing no one could kill, faith. The silent faith of someone planting in the dark. And that's the story you're about to hear. The story of a lonely boy who one day decided to believe in the impossible so deeply, the entire universe had to bow down. And maybe, by the end of this video, you'll understand that everything Elon Musk did, you can do too. All you need is to understand the pattern, respect the time of your seed. Because the impossible is not unreachable. It's just an idea waiting for someone crazy enough to believe. It was 1971 in the city of Pretoria, South Africa. A divided country, a time marked by violence, fear, and racial segregation. Growing up there was hard. Dreaming was even harder. But in the middle of that chaos, in a strict and ordinary family, a boy with a distant gaze was born. Elon Musk. Fragile, quiet, too sensitive for the world around him, too curious to accept the world as it was. From a young age, Elon didn't belong to his time. While other kids played soccer in the streets, he was buried in science fiction books, reading entire encyclopedias, He taught himself to code at 10. At 12, he sold his first computer game for $500. But that wasn't the most impressive part. What truly set him apart was what he carried inside. A restlessness with no cure. A thirst to understand the universe. To fix everything that was broken. To go beyond, always beyond. But don't be fooled. He wasn't a praised prodigy. He was a weird kid. Quiet, lost in thought. Beaten at school every day. He came home bruised physically and emotionally to face a strict, controlling, emotionally abusive father. And this is where most people give up. When pain becomes routine. When everything feels too unfair to keep believing. But Elon didn't stop. Because even though the world couldn't see it, a seed was already alive inside him. And that's the first truth of any visionary's journey. The world never understands the seed. It mocks it, rejects it, crushes it. But the true hero, plants anyway. And even if no one else waters it, he does, with discipline, with obsession, with faith in the invisible. Elon didn't just want to grow up. He wanted to understand the meaning of existence. He wanted to figure out how humans could survive. Earth failed. A thought that, to any other boy, would seem insane. But for him, it was just the beginning. The world didn't understand Elon. He was strange, bullied, beaten, ignored. And here, the hero bleeds, but doesn't give up, because inside him, a vision was germinating. So the Law of Gestation says, every great achievement has an invisible maturing period, where the world sees nothing. But inside, everything has already begun. At 17, Elon fled South Africa. He went to Canada, then the US washing dishes, studying physics and economics, and coding at night. But surviving wasn't enough. He wanted to transform. In 1995, he dropped out of a Stanford PhD program after just 2 days and began his real calling. Zip2, PayPal, X.com. By age 30, Elon had earned over $180 million. But then came the real test. He bet almost all of his money on 3 ideas mocked by the entire world: a company to colonize Mars, a factory for electric cars, a revolution in solar energy. They called him insane. Investors ran away. Friends abandoned him. But Elon ... kept going. Tesla was on the verge of collapse. SpaceX failed 3 launches in a row. Musk was broke. Sleeping on friends' couches, he had to choose: save one company or the other. He decided to bet everything one more time. And then, the 4th SpaceX launch succeeds. NASA signs a $1.6 billion contract. Tesla gets a last-minute investment. The impossible bows down ... to a man who never stopped believing. Today, Elon Musk is the face of the impossible made real. SpaceX sends astronauts to space with reusable rockets. Tesla leads the global electric vehicle industry. SolarCity, Starlink, Neuralink, the Boring Company ... He doesn't stop. But this isn't about technology. This is about mindset. It's about irrational faith in a vision. It's about enduring the dark until the day of harvest. Elon Musk is the living manifestation of the Law of Gestation. He understood that every seed has its time. That silence, failure, and pain are part of the process. That the world may laugh, but he keeps watering. The secret isn't being a genius. The secret is having a vision, planting it, and never stopping. Now, the question is, what about you? Will you give up in the dark? Or will you carry your vision to the end? Maybe until today. You believe success was only for geniuses, for the chosen ones, for people with luck, connections, or a superhuman mind. But Elon Musk didn't get where he is because of luck. He wasn't born rich. No one paved the way for him. He was beaten, rejected, called crazy, arrogant, delusional, ... And still, he stayed. He persisted. He watered his seed when no one else believed in it. And that's what the world doesn't tell you. The impossible isn't beaten by talent. It's beaten by faith, by resistance, by the daily decision to move forward even when everything is dark. Elon Musk isn't a superhuman. He's the living proof of what happens when you understand the time of the seed. When you plant with vision, water with discipline, protect with faith, and wait even when the entire world tells you it's useless. That's the secret. That's the pattern. That's the code of the impossible. And you know what's even more powerful? You have a seed inside you too. You also carry a vision. Maybe small, maybe forgotten, maybe dismissed, but it's still there. And it's waiting for you, for your courage, for your discipline, for your loyalty to the invisible. The question isn't, can I reach where Elon did? The question is, are you willing to plant, even when nothing seems to be growing? Because the harvest always comes to those who endure. The future doesn't belong to the smartest... It belongs to those who refuse to quit. So close your eyes now and remember your vision. It's still alive. And if you have the courage to plant again, the whole world will bow before your harvest. If this video touched your heart, like, subscribe, and comment below. I am the seed.